Hey everybody. It's been a while since I posted my last video, which was some sort of pickups video about probably Goodwill DVDs and stuff. Um, Bottom line is I've been busy. I'm working full time now, and I'm actually still going pretty regularly to Goodwill, and I'm buying stuff when I go there most of the time, but just don't have a ton of time to sit down and record stuff. And also, I, whenever I do acquire anything, I'm putting it, away pretty quickly, and for DVDs that I can, I'm putting them into these sleeves that I have to just keep the amount of space that I'm taking up very little. So that's the reason that I haven't recorded anything, is because as soon as I get back here, I just put it away and then I don't think about anything. So what I have here is my Blu-ray.com account, which, I mean, you should be using it probably if you care about DVD or Blu-ray collecting at all. It has to be the best database there is for releases of DVDs and Blu-rays. And what I'm going to do is just go through my most recent additions to my profile, which must be accurate to real life, and just talk about my most recent pickups. And yeah, it's not as exciting as having the physical DVDs right in front of me, but I'll still get to talk about what I have now. So I think I'll be able to remember what I paid for these. So I think where I left off is it here? The Hitcher? I think this is where I left off from the last video. So anyway, there's the Hitcher. Green Lantern First Flight. It's a DC movie, animated. Oh, it's not on here. I have to remember how my screen is configured here. Okay, Green Lantern First Flight. Yeah, it's there's gonna be a lot of DC animated movies that come up here, and just that's it. Hereditary. I have never seen that, so I picked up the DVD of it for $1, and yeah, I mean it's got extremely good reviews. So at some point I'll check it out. He Got Game. I've wanted to check that movie out for a long time. Have not seen it otherwise, but I did pick up a DVD of it. So I'm happy to have that from Spike Lee. Eyes Wide Shut. I did find a DVD of it. Now this is a unique situation. I'm actually going to open this up in a new tab here. So let's see if you can see this. This is Eyes Wide Shut. Now this is a unique situation. Now, as far as I know, well, I can't say for sure, but I think that this might be the only DVD of it. There's a Blu-ray, but this is the only DVD of it, I think. I'm not entirely sure of that. I mean, I can go and look here. So there's a Blu-rays. See, there's a few. See, maybe this one is. It says, see, aspect ratio 1:6:6:1. So anyway, this movie's weird with the aspect ratio. I keep looking over here because my recording of myself is over here. This is weird with the aspect ratio because if we look at the movie here, I can't really see it at all. This is a full screen version of the movie essentially, but it's not cropped. It's not pan and scan at all. It's actually, essentially, it is the film negative, and that happens to be, the 1:33:1 aspect ratio. It's a very rare thing to find with a movie that's not widescreen. And the reason is, well, I've heard some different things, but some people say that Kubrick shot the movie with that aspect ratio in mind because the way that people watch movies on home video at the time was on, 1:33:1 aspect ratio televisions. I really don't know, but the reason that I got it is because I wanted this movie, and this isn't a cropped version of the original film. It has the entire area of the film on it. So while it's not cropped for however, a widescreen version of it would look, it still is, you see everything. So that's why I got it. And so yeah, I have not seen it yet, and I look forward to it. But yeah, that's a weird, and it does say on the back of the box, like, this film is presented in its original, from its original camera negative, the way that Kubrick intended, or something like that. It's weird, but so anyway, there's that. Next one is Some Like It Hot. Um, One of the just older movies, on my watch list, and I picked it up. There's a lot of times when I'm at Goodwill and I have like 3 or 4 movies, and I'm just trying to get a couple because they had the 5 for 5 deal. Um, so yeah, got that. Um, A League of Their Own did not have this. Have not seen it, and I've seen clips from it though, and I am pretty sure that I would like that movie. The Rock, definitely one that I want to see as well. So these are all DVDs. I'll mention if it's like a Blu-ray or anything like that. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Did not have this, obviously. I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm not sure. I may have. I really don't know. But I like some of those direct-to-video um, Mickey movies that they had in like the early 2000s. So I'll check that out at some point. 9 to 5. I do like this movie. Was surprised that I didn't have it, but yeah. So anyway, 9 to 5. Curious George. I actually like this movie. I think it's a pretty decent animated movie. Uh, Nothing incredible like some of the early Pixar stuff, but um, I think it's a fun watch, and the music in it is really good, from Jack Johnson. So I would recommend it if you like, cartoons and some kind of animation that might seem more kiddie to people. Um, Samurai Jack. Okay, so I previously had Samurai Jack the movie, premiere movie. So I picked up Samurai Jack season one, because that was probably $1 wherever I picked it up. Fracture. Don't know much about this movie, but I picked it up just because it's one of those, like, halfway decent movies that some people like. White Palace, another one I didn't know much about. Um, so I got Saludos Amigos and The Three Caballeros. This is the 2-pack DVD. I have seen both of these at different times, and I wasn't a big fan of them because I just don't like the package films that Disney made in the 40s. I will give them another shot at some point, and pretty much anything that is a Walt Disney animated classic I like to have. So that was an easy pickup just because it's 2 for 1, and yeah, so it's Disney. So Assassination of High School President. I honestly don't know much about this. It was on my watch list whenever I looked it up, and uh, it seems like the kind of movie I would enjoy. So Mrs. Winterborn. Now, this is a movie recommended by a YouTube channel called Movie Bitches. I recommend you check them out. They have some really intelligent takes on movies and fair criticism. So check them out if you haven't heard of them. And this is a movie that I've heard them talk about at various times, and has Brendan Fraser in it. That's about all I know. But I've never seen it before physically, and I figured I'd pick it up. I'm pretty sure this one, though, is full screen. It is. And now it says, see, you can't always trust what it says here on Blu-ray.com because it says both, but I am quite sure that this is only full screen. See, it says full screen presentation here. I haven't seen it. Right there, it says full screen as well. Right there. So, yeah, I haven't seen it, but I will check it out. That's a type of movie, though, that I don't really care. It's not like you're watching Jurassic Park and it's cropped, like it matters a whole lot less. Now on modern TVs, it is going to look not as great, but whatever. 13 Ghosts from 2001. This is another horror movie that I don't know too much about. Did I get this one? I think I got this one in. So every now and then I check out the auctions on eBay, typically for horror movie DVDs, because I can often buy a lot of horror movies, keep some of them, and then sell the rest of them and either make a profit or just break even. So I think that this was from one of those. Yeah, don't know too much off the top of my head about this movie, but I have it now. As Above, So Below is another one that I don't know too much about, but I decided to keep that one. Prom Night, uh, The Last House on the Left, Doomsday, The Divide, The Loved Ones, Lords of Salem, A Prophecy 2, Jason Goes to Hell, Dante's Inferno. So all of those are from this one lot that I bought, and I just kept these. So some of these, like The Loved Ones, and The Last House on the Left, I do definitely want to see, and kind of the rest of them I just decided to keep because they looked, somewhat interesting to watch at some point. Okay, The Last Jedi. Now, I recommend that everybody checks out Disney Movie Rewards if you have any Disney movies that have a rewards code. Yes, that service is still up, active. You can input your codes and get points, and it's not too difficult to get enough points to get a free Blu-ray or 4K, and yes, there is free shipping. So I got Star Wars The Last Jedi on 4K completely for free, just from redeeming codes on Disney Movie Rewards, so check it out. Okay, now some UK Blu-rays that I got in a lot. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, This Means War, Oblivion, Vantage Point, and Jack and Jill. So I'll go bottom to top. Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I had this movie. I actually just got my old copy back again, but I'm gonna probably sell that one because it's a 3D copy. I can maybe get a few bucks for that, and I'm gonna keep this copy of it. My take on these movies. Last time I saw them, I wasn't too big on them, which was before No Way Home came out. But No Way Home did a lot for me caring about Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, and I will definitely keep these movies around to watch in the future for if I ever want to do Spider-Man marathons or anything like that. And so yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Not sure if I've ever seen this movie, but it was the one Pirates of the Caribbean movie outside of the most recent one that I did not have. So happy to have that. This Means War. Never seen that. Just kept it because it's like one of those, why not? I'm just going to keep it. Oblivion. Definitely never seen that. I've heard some people say that they really enjoy this movie, and I haven't, don't know too much about it. So Vantage Point, I have seen that movie. It's kind of, honestly, I don't remember if it's good or not. Most people seem to not like that movie, but I'm keeping it because it's Blu-ray, so why not? And Jack and Jill, I have seen. It's not good. And I'm keeping it because it's kind of, if for some reason, if you have some friend over and you want to watch a terrible movie, it's like, oh, why not put Jack and Jill in? I have it on Blu-ray. So that's those. So now more DVD pickups. Here's Near Dark. The release that I got of it is actually pretty cool. It's like a collector's edition. But yeah, it's a movie I didn't know anything about until very recently, and I threw it on my watch list, so now I have that. And now we're going to go to page 1. Bandits, honestly, yeah, this was one that I just kind of threw in because I needed a fifth one, as well as the Aristocrats, and Sense and Sensibility and The Remains of the Day, which apparently are good. So those maybe I'll check them out at some point. But yeah, those are kind of, they're in the, it's $1, so I might as well just get it tier, which I'm very lucky to have because a lot of thrift stores I've been to are $2 for DVDs, so $1 is great. American Pie, these are 3 of the now 5 American Pie Presents movies. The only one I like at all is, I believe, Beta House. Um, the last time that I watched these, and I have seen them all, I hated Bandcamp, and I thought The Naked Mile was pretty bad. But I thought Beta House was all right. So I picked those up because I do like the actual American Pie movies a decent amount. So it's nice to just kind of have them all. Tron Legacy. Uh, I don't have the first Tron, but I picked up Tron Legacy because I definitely want to see that movie as well as the first Tron. Oh, here's Top Gun Maverick, which is part of that, and Spectre. Both of these are part of that other UK Blu-ray series that I had there. Spectre is the one James Bond movie I was really trying to find. The only one I don't own, period, now is No Time to Die, which is now on my priorities. But Spectre was, so I'm happy to have picked that up on Blu-ray. And Top Gun Maverick on 4K. Yeah, just kind of randomly came across that in a lot, and I got a good deal on it. So, yeah, I mean, there's not many better movies to have on 4K. So, all right, Vanity Fair. Don't know too much about that at all. Another one I just kind of got. Ghost Town. You know what? I am a Ricky Gervais fan. And I guess I would have to qualify that by saying in extras because I really like extras, but some other stuff not a huge fan of. But so I get this movie Ghost Town. I'll check it out. Speaking of Ricky Gervais, here's The Office. This is the entire series of the British Office plus like the special that they had. And I've never seen the British Office. I've seen the US Office, and I would rather never think about it ever again. I'm so over it. But yeah, so this is the British version, and it was $1. So, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe she wanted to charge me like 2 or 3 for it, but whatever. In the Heat of the Night, that's a DVD. Just came across that. That is a classic. Have not seen it though. Goosebumps 1 and 2. They're at least the first one is worth a watch for me, to check it out. I have not seen it. And the second one, it's just nice to have. Eternal Sunshine, I did have this movie before. I had a UK version of the DVD. And I just picked up an American version because I like that movie and I'm tired of not having an American version of it, even though I do have the ability to play region free, or I have the ability to play like any region DVDs. So here's some Elvira movies: The Werewolf of Washington, Count Dracula's Great Love, and Legacy of Blood, and The Devil's Wedding Night. Yeah, I picked these up for super cheap. I like the Elvira, DVDs, or just the versions of them with Elvira, because they're fun. Horror host stuff is just fun in general. And so yeah, I'll check those out at some point. All right, so these were some gifts for my birthday. I got Universal Classic Monsters Collection. This has Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula. Isn't that the same thing? I don't think there's 2 versions of Dracula on there, but whatever. Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, The Mummy, and The Wolfman. So, I didn't own any of these, so good. I also, oh wait, did I? Oh, I forgot actually. Okay. I have them right here, so I'm going to get up and I'm just going to show you, because for some reason I didn't put these in my Blu-ray.com account. So where's the rest of them? They're over here. All right, so here's some other pickups, some physical stuff I'm going to show you. So those are the Universal Classic Monsters. It's got the first one of the original movie of all of those. But I also was able to pick up Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Legacy Collection. which includes Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, and The Creature Walks Among Us. So it's got the original and the 2 sequels, and this is obviously a very cool case there. So that's the one that was missing from that set. I also, these weren't like I went out of my way to get these, I just kind of fell into getting these. Tales of Terror, 20 movies. You can, I mean, there's a bunch on here. I do have pretty much every movie that I own, even like these packs, all listed on my Letterboxd account in the owned list. So if you want to see the list of everything that I have, you can look there. This Blu-ray.com page is a pretty good indication as well. But some stuff tends to be missing here and there. But the Letterboxd should be as accurate as you're going to find. So I'm not going to list all these movies right now, but you get the gist. These are older horror movies from the 40s, 50s, mostly in 60s around that time. I also have here horror classics. It's another one of these. I have Night of the Living Dead like 4 different times now. And then this one is cult classics, which are some sort of exploitation movies. And then The Living Dead, which has 13 hours, so it's 9 movies. This one also has Night of the Living Dead, so pick those up as well as I got these disc only. Now, lately I have actually been kind of okay with getting disc only stuff, and it's only because I'm just in like a hoarding mood. But this is the Tomb of Terrors DVD collection, and it is the entire thing. And there's 2 of them here. And the Decrepit Crypt of Nightmares DVD collection. Now, the only thing I know about these, okay, it's from Pendulum Pictures. And so, you know, we're not talking about Oscar-winning cinema here. Suburban Sasquatch is on one of these DVDs. If you don't know about that movie, check out Red Letter Media's video on it. It is, you know, you can tell from the title, but it is a hilariously bad movie. And it's on one of these DVDs, so it's cool to have. Everything else on here I've never even heard of, but everything is on my Letterboxd, the owned list. I will link it in the description. Okay, so back here, I also got Friday the 13th 8-movie set, which is every movie except for Jason X and what is the other one? It's over there. Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell, I think. So I have those, and I have all of Friday the 13th. Haven't seen any of them, but I will check them out because they're, you know, why not? And then here's my most recent pickups, which include The Fox and the Hound, which is, of course, Disney classic film that I picked up. Apparently it's a full screen copy, but again, I don't really care that much with like super old animation. The Emperor's New Groove, which is a movie that I haven't ever seen, and I've been looking for that forever. Never came across it until yesterday. Green Lantern, Emerald Knights, and Justice League: The New Frontier DC animated movies, and SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the original, which I did not have, which surprised me, but now I own that and Sponge Out of Water, and I don't have, I forget what the third one's called, but I would like to pick that up if I can find it. And the last one is Pixar Short Films Collection, Volume 2, which I didn't pick that up. That was one that I used to have, and I recently reacquired it, so I have that, which is cool because it has on it, I think Night and Day is what it's called, which is one of my favorite short films of all time. And then I also have Pixar Short Films Volume 1, both of them on DVD, so I don't have them on Blu-ray, but it's all right. So that's all the stuff that I've added on here since my okay. There's Jason Goes to Hell, but yeah, since my last update, and I'm not going to promise anything in terms of new videos or streams or anything, because I'm working, Monday through Friday. I'm working during the day, and uh, today's Sunday. It's really the only time that I feel like doing anything like this. So, um, but uh, on my Twitter or X, uh, I will probably post whenever something is going to happen. So I guess you can follow me there. Um, but uh, yeah, thanks for checking this out. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions or comments. See you.